you have, whenever you do it in the real circuit, you need to put in resistance in between. Otherwise, your LED will be off. Okay. Okay. You can see that our circuit is complete. Circuit house completed. Circuit starts from the positive terminal and end at the negative terminal. Okay. So our current start from here. Okay. It goes into this row. This row is connected to this potentiometer. Potentiometer. Okay. And it's come here and it goes to this orange wire from LED to here. Okay. What the thing that matter is that we can vary the voltage. Okay. We can have the different voltage for the LED. We can increase and decrease the current. Okay. Let's see it how it's working. Okay. So as we started here, okay, you can see that our LED is glowing very fast. Okay, so you can see that it's okay, it's turning on, it's little bit slowing down. Okay, so what is happening now that we can able to change our voltage with respect to the change in the potential, and our resistance is varying. Okay, so that is the function, okay, of potentiometer. Anyone has doubt in this, you can comment in the chat box. Note it down the circuit. Okay, how you will make a circuit in a notebook. Okay, how will you make a circuit? You will make a battery like this. Okay, a battery like this. You will make a battery like this. Okay, and you have positive terminal and your negative terminal. Okay, and then you have a box. Okay, so you can have like that potentiometer. Okay, and you can have a LED like that. So then you can connect it to the battery. Just make a little bit more of pins also. If you can make 3 pins, that is okay. But you need to do this and you need to make it in a notebook because snapshot may be deleted and other things may be deleted. Okay, but if you have a separate notebook for our work, that is very beneficial. Any doubt in this? Hello, hello. Okay, I think no one has doubt. Guys, type yes or no if you get it. Just type yes. Uh, Hello, are you with me? Kids, class. Okay. Anyone has doubt? I think there is only one name is coming. Okay, I think no one has doubt. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. Just note it down right now. Okay. Okay. If you have doubt in between, you can ask. Okay. Make the pin right, make the circuit diagram right. Okay. It will help you back when you are really doing circuiting in all fire. It will be your reference. Okay, so we can start with the second circuit, and for this circuit, we will take an Arduino. Okay, so we will have a second circuit, and I'm deleting all of this stuff. So using this, deleting this. Okay, we required these 2 things, so we are not deleting them. Okay, and now we are taking Arduino. Okay, it will make a little bit changes in our circuit. Okay. In the place of battery, we have now Arduino. Okay. So we have this. Still, we need the breadboard, so we'll take the breadboard back. We have this breadboard. Let's fix it from here. We need this potentiometer also, but we need to rotate it. Okay, so there is a symbol in the corner. You can rotate it like that. I need to rotate it once more. Okay, okay. Before that, there is very important thing that we are missing out. Okay. So for reading the analog voltage, first we need to understand how to read in Arduino. Okay. For that purpose, we have serial print. We have serial monitor. Okay, so how the serial monitor works, I will show you. So we just open the code. Okay. So we'll go to the text. Okay, yes. Okay. And we don't require these many lines. Okay, so we're not right now doing the right now all this stuff. Okay, we are not using the things. We are only using the serial monitor. Okay, what is serial monitor? Here is a serial monitor. Okay. Okay. Serial. What is serial monitor? What it means? It is a window. Okay. So it is a window. You can see what is going inside your program. Okay. So you can print number. You can print the string that we are going in the serial monitor. Okay. How we are going to use the serial monitor? That is the point. Okay. Till now we haven't seen that how to use that serial monitor. For this purpose, when we use the pins, okay, so we write it pin mode. Okay, so it is an instruction. We say that use the pin mode. In the same way, we have the instruction for the serial monitor. Okay, so what is serial monitor? Serial monitor is an output screen. Okay, just like your breadboard, you write something. Okay, just like your LED, you blow something. Okay, in the same way, it is also an input output source. Okay, like your pins, you like your digital pins. You can put a button inside it, or you can put a LED inside it, and you can use it either as an input or an output. In the same way, we have this. Okay, let's see how to write it function. So the first instruction which we need to write is serial dot begin. Okay, so as you know, at the name specifies. First S should be capital. Okay, as you know, it is a case sensitive language of Arduino IDEA. You need to write as it is written, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so we have serial dot begin. Okay, after that serial dot begin, we write the baud rate. Okay, so what is a baud rate? So we need to understand what is a baud rate. You can understand a baud rate is a speed. Okay, suppose you are running at a certain speed. Okay, and your friend is also running at a certain speed, and you can talk. If you are both running the same speed, you can talk with each other. Okay, if you run fast and your friend lag behind, so you cannot talk very properly because because the communication is not established because you are running at a different speed. Okay, the same way the Arduino coding block. So this is the coding and this screen. Okay, if they don't work in the uh, same speed, it will not work. Okay? So what we have started, we say serial dot begin. Means serial, please begin. And what speed you need to begin? You need to begin at 9600. Okay, we have started and we have given the speed. So let's make a program for displaying something. Okay, so let's make a program for displaying numbers which keep on changing itself. Okay, so you know about int variables. Okay, so variable is container which holds something. Okay, so we say int j. J, what is j? J is a container which holds something, and what we are holding it. We are holding it a variable, a data, a constant which is equals to 1, which means we are holding a number to it. We have a container and we put a number 1 inside. Okay. Okay. The next thing we need to do, we need to increase this. Okay. So now we have we are beginning. Okay. Now we want to do what we want to do with the serial monitor. Okay. We want to print. What we want to print? We want to print this number which we have written our. So we want to print this variable. Okay. So we want to print this variable. So we say serial. Okay. Dot. Then we have serial dot print. It's for printing. Print means we are printing on the serial monitor. Print, and after printing, what we have to print, just write it name. Okay, so we need to print the J. Printing J. Okay, and we say J equals to J plus 1. Okay, so what is happening now? We are increasing the value of J. Okay, and we are saying delay. Why are you using delay? Because we want to see the number to be wait for some time. Okay, and how much time we want? We want 1/4 of second, which is 250 millisecond. Okay, our code is ready and we will now execute it. We don't put it inside Arduino because there is no pin involved. Okay, so what things involved, we involve our script, and this involves our serial monitor. Okay. We start simulating it. So you can see it's increasing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After 1/4 of a second, it is increasing its value. Okay, but it is still not visible because some of the words, for example, it's very clear up to 9. Okay, after that it is 1, 0 or 10. It is 11 or 1, 1. It is 1 to 1 or it is 1 to 0. The words are not clear. Okay, why? Because we have used a poor formatting skills. Okay, we need to format this. For formatting this, okay, so we have two commands, print and println. What is the use of println? I will show you. I will put ln between here. Ln. We start simulating it. Okay? Let's clear first. Okay? Okay. So you can see that now the numbers are starting from the new line. Okay. So ln means new line. From the new line, start printing. Okay. I think there no one has this doubt. Okay? So it is your first program of serial printing. So note it down. I am giving you 2 minutes time to do that. Okay, note it down carefully. Okay? Yes, yes, I am. I am not coming well because I have given you time for writing down this program. Okay, write it down in your notebook. You don't just take it as snapshot of it. You delete it after some time. Maintain a separate notebook for that. You will start making another circuit because if I just tell you and if I remove you, then you are not able to make it. My voice is breaking. Okay, okay. Okay, you are noted down? Everyone, just comment yes or no so that we can start with the next. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Very good class. You are the one of the smartest class I ever had. You getting it? Anyone has doubt? Okay, okay, great, great, great guys, good going. Okay, so we can start with the next thing. Okay, so, okay, so you've got the concept of serial dot begin. Okay, so next thing is okay, we have printed till now the numbers. Okay, suppose I want to print a string also. So I have told you about integers. We have told you about that how to declare a variable which can hold a value with its integer. Okay. So now we need to suppose if we need a name. Okay. So suppose you have a roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for that each roll number we require a name. Okay. Every time we require a name. So for that purpose we need another sort of variable that is called string. Okay, what it stores? It stores your name. It stores anything which will start from a letter. Okay, so A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, any sort of number. This comes into the picture when we are talking about strings. Okay, so how to? Okay, okay, guys, it is enough. Enough. I got it out. I got it. You all got it. Okay, so we'll start with the strings. Okay, so how to define a string? Okay, so we called it integer. So we have int. Okay, for strings, string means letters, names. Okay, any sort of symbol is come under the string. So we say string. Okay, so this is the data type. Okay, so this is the first we have to do about potentiometer. So sorry, first let's complete in this potentiometer we do not require we'll see in another program and we require this. So first I think there is no time for okay. Okay. So we'll first we will connect our what we call the circuit diagram. So we have the same circuit diagram, okay, but we don't require this LED. We don't require LED, and now we are not intensifying the LED. Now we are getting the voltage. So we use all the digital bits. Okay, so now time in our time we are using the analog pin. Okay, so these are analog. So if I give pin number A2. This. Okay, so first we need to connect the potentiometer with battery. Okay, so we don't have a battery right now, but our Arduino is capable of providing 5 volts. Use the cyber device. The first thing we need to do is we give a 5 volt connection to our Arduino, okay, and then we'll connect this from this side. Okay, so it is very easy. It is working like one battery. Last time we hello, sorry guys, I think I have leave my connection. Yeah, yeah, I know that. It might be an error. And you just need to set it as input or output. Hello, are you with me? Yes.
Yes,
So,
sir, your voice is clear.
yes, ma'am. I was asking them a question. So anybody can answer. So after what we have to write after pin mode? Anyone that can comment pin mode, then a bracket, and we can start. Okay, if you don't get it, that is okay. Okay, I will wait for 1 minute more. You can answer. Apply your brain first. Okay, no problem. I will tell you. Okay, as we know that. Okay, so first thing we need to write is that which pin we are using. Okay, so we are using A3. So we need to write A3. Right, A3. So you can see in the Arduino it is A3 in capital letter. You have to write this first thing there. So we say A3, which is a pin. Okay. So now what you want to do with that pin? Okay, so, we want to use it as input. Okay, so we use it as input. We write it input. Okay. So our task system. Okay. So what thing we need to do in setup? We set up everything which we require to do in folder. So what we required serial board. Okay. And the second thing we required is an pin. From which pin we are taking an input. Okay. So we have set up both the things. Okay. After that, we need some variables. Why do we need some variables? Because there are numbers. Okay. We have seen the last numbers, and we need to store the number somewhere so that we can display them. Okay. For that we need a variable. Okay. So we have a variable read value. So we need an what we call it. We need an integer. Okay. So that can read variable. So we say read val. Okay. Okay. So you can equate it with either with zero, or you cannot equate it with anything. Okay. It works the same way. I'm not equating with anything. I need to equate it later. The second thing, we need a float variable. Okay, so why this time first time we are using a float variable. Okay, so why we use the float variable? We use the float variable when there is decimal in our system. Okay? That's why we are using. And while doing the calculation in analog system, everything is using a decimal. So for that calculation purpose, we are using it. Okay, and we will name it. Okay, so what we are reading now? We are reading the voltage. Okay, so we have the V2. So we write it as a V2, the voltage, and we will start with 0. Okay, so we'll give it to 0, but it doesn't have any garbage value. So now we have set that. Okay. After that, till we have done this much. Okay, so now we need to read the voltage. Okay. How we read the voltage? We say read where. Okay, so we have a variable. So we say read where. Okay, so this is a container where voltage is going to be stored. Okay, so it is fine that we have stored voltage. Okay. From where? Okay, so we write like this with digital mode, write digital mode, read. Okay, the same way we say analog read. Okay, so we say analog. Wait, analog. And we have read. Okay. So which pin we are reading? We are reading pin number 8. So we write 8. So okay, so we said that read well, take whatever voltage inside the AC. Okay, but the point is here we are not getting the voltage, we are getting a digital number. Okay, so when the last time we have seen that a voltage is divided into 0 to a value. Okay, that value it is getting. Okay, it is not getting what we call the voltage. Okay, so we need to convert that number into voltage, into a number. Okay? For that purpose, we have V2. Okay, and we have formula. Okay, don't go into that much detail of that. Okay, just you need to get the formula for that. Okay, so we have V2, and we say V2 equals to, okay, and we have a formula for calculating the voltage. Okay, so we have 5 divided by 5, 5 divided by 1, 2, 3 point. Okay, so you need to write here point. Okay, if you don't write here point, it will not work. Okay? So we will divide it, and we use the law of BODMAS. Okay, I think you all understand the BODMAS. Everybody knows the BODMAS. In the mathematics, we have BODMAS. Bracket, in solving multiplication, then division, then addition and subtraction. Okay, the same way you need to simplify this equation. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so multiplication is represented by star. Okay, division is represented by forward slash, and multiplication is represented by star. Okay, after that we need to give the variable which we are reading. Okay, so we have read this. Okay, so we need to multiply with the read well. Okay, read. If someone has doubt, okay. So everyone understands. Okay, you know BODMAS now? So now what we'll do, we'll have serial. Serial. So we'll cut from here. Okay, so first we have to load the thing and we'll cut it from here. Okay. And I will paste it here. We'll paste it here. So we don't require J now. Okay, so we don't require J, we require V2. Okay, so we write V2 because we need to print this V2. So the V and okay, I got it. You want to